Congress bans DJI drones. Yes, DJI drones are unfortunately banned for the time being. Donald Trump insists that DJI drones are a threat to national security. The issue arises from the potential that China uses drones like this to spy on critical infrastructure and exfiltrate data to the Communist Party. This might be true, but the question I ask is it does banning DJI drones and camera gimbals make us safer? Is our national security posture better now that we're not going to be able to purchase new DJI drones? I would argue no. If China wants to spy on the topography of America, they could always look on Google Maps. China has spy satellites that fly over America daily, which take very detailed pictures of our topography. I don't understand why China needs to use drones to create detailed maps of America. They probably do use the drones to spy on us, but that being said, I don't believe that banning the drones is going to decrease the spying and improve our national security posture. It seems to me like Donald Trump wants to ban DJI because he wants American companies to sell drones to enthusiasts like me. It bothers Trump that I'm using a DJI drone because it's manufactured in China, not in America. But the reason why I don't use an American drone is that American companies don't produce drones. Yes, I would argue that there's not any drone manufactured in America that's available for purchase. When you go to Walmart and Best Buy, I see that they've eliminated all DJI products, and the drones, they have new drones on the shelf, which I've never heard of. Yeah, I mean, I hope that the quality of American drones increases in the future, but somehow I doubt that that's going to happen. It seems to me like the skies are going to be more dangerous without DJI drones because American drones lag in quality. I think that American drones will have less range, less battery life. I think they're going to be more likely to fly away. They're probably going to have a lot less wind resistance, and I think that they're going to cause more accidents. There's a reason why the NYPD uses, the DJI Mavic to chase criminals. They use the Mavic because it's the best drone available. I don't advocate illegally flying your drone over New York City, but cops fly Mavics over New York City all the time when, chasing criminals. And it doesn't seem to me like I've heard of a case where the Mavic fell out of the sky and injured somebody. So you have to ask yourself, which American company is producing an alternative to, DJI, the DJI Mavic? And the answer that I come back to is there is no safe alternative. So what do you believe about the DJI drone ban? I've been saying that I think it's ridiculous. The consequence, the immediate consequence will be that drone pilots will be forced to fly drones that haven't been repaired. I think that it makes it more likely that the drones might fall out of the sky and hurt people, unfortunately. I don't know if DJI will provide their drones with updates in the United States. Flying a drone without an update is a recipe for disaster. Drones are highly technical vehicles. They must constantly be maintained and updated, or something like this might fly away and land in a swimming pool. The Trump administration is drone ignorant. I suggest that they get their advice about drones from experts. They should ignore their protectionist, tariff-loving tendencies in order to preserve an industry that benefits Americans from across the spectrum of society. How am I supposed to maintain a drone website, dronethrust.com, if I can't, purchase the most technologically advanced drone possible? The drone ban is completely ridiculous. I really hope that viewers of this channel email their congressman and ask them to do away with the stupid DJI drone ban. I admit that, DJI might use their products to spy on us for China, but China is going to spy on America long after the drone ban. And I hear that China is going to restrict exports of products that an American company would use to create a drone. So you have to ask yourself, is the drone ban about protecting Americans or about an ignorant president who's a lame duck? Is it about paranoia or protective safety measures? I think that the drone ban is about paranoia. Yes, China might use the drones to spy on us, but it really is debatable as to how much of an edge they're getting. And if you're concerned about national security, you should be concerned about the fact that drone pilots will have to use a substandard, American-made product. The DJI Flip cost $700. An American equivalent to this drone might cost like $5,000. Trump calls the DJI drones a cheap foreign-made product, but the truth is that there is no American company that produces a drone that is equivalent to this. I think that the reason why Apple and Tesla don't produce drones is that they understand how dangerous they are. Apple doesn't want to get sued for, $100 million if one of these crashes. Thank you.